I've made over $2 million the last 5 years trading Forex, and here are the 7 most important things that I've learned throughout this journey. The first thing is that my win rate didn't matter, my risk to reward did. Now guys, I really want you to think about it like this. Imagine that you're the guy who takes 5 trades this week. You're on a 4-win streak, and then that one trade that you finally took at the end of the week ends up blowing all of your profits. That only happens when your risk to reward is obviously out of sync. Now, even I want you to dive deeper and start thinking about banks and hedge funds. If the banks, the hedge funds, and even casinos are always in favor with a 55% win rate, then why do we tend to think that we need an 80, 90, or 100% win rates trading strategy, right? Trading is not going to be about how many times I can be right. All that matters is at the end of the week, at the end of the month, and at the end of the year that you are profitable. Not necessarily like, could you make money on every single setup? Just that overall, are you making money or not? Nobody really cares how you make your money. Just at the end of the day, what matters is that you do make that money. The next thing is that the strategies weren't the problem. It was me. A lot of times people, even myself, when I first got into trading, have this idea that,
oh, we need to blame everything except for ourselves.
So if the news came out that it was the news's fault that my trade didn't play out, or if Trump just announced something, then,
oh man, it's Trump's fault for saying this and it made my trade go invalid.
And I'm telling you, this is easily the thing that I see across most people. And I feel like I'm at the point where I can look at a trader and almost certainly be like, you don't have what it takes. And that really just dives down to when I hear them explain their losses. It's like,
oh, it's because this certain thing happened, so it made me lose my trade, but if that didn't happen, I would have been good.
At the end of the day, guys, it is fully up to us. It completely comes down to, are you able to hold that accountability or are you not able to, right? Because if you can't, then you're never going to actually learn from those mistakes and grow to reach those levels that you need to grow. It's about evolving as a person, and the only way you're going to do that is by being accountable. Now, the third thing, guys, and I cannot stress how important this is, it's about having the right broker as well, because there are brokers out there who are going to manipulate you. They're going to give you bigger spreads so they can eat off your profits. They're going to slip you, meaning that they're going to make it look like your position lost even when it shouldn't have, or they're going to add extra spreads so your take profits don't get hit, or they're going to charge you super high commissions so overall you don't even win as much as you normally should. And that's why I always recommend this specific broker, because they give 250% deposit bonuses, fast withdrawals, fast deposits, and overall have the best customer service that I've ever seen. And I'm going to leave the link to them in the description so you guys can sign up over there. And all you have to do to claim that deposit bonus is message live chat, I'd like to claim the Ollie Trades 250% deposit bonus. And the fourth thing, guys, is that back testing doesn't really matter. It's what happens on the live markets. One thing that I notice all the time is people will be like,
oh man, this strategy worked when I was back testing and everything went well. Well,
you already have every single variable in the market when you're back testing, right? You're able to find all the data and compile some sort of idea that applies to every single one of these data variables. But the truth is that every single day, there's new news releases, there's new algorithms being coded, there's new methods that are moving the market, and overall we're having new variables getting added to the market. And that's why when you look at previous data and build a strategy just simply based on how can I capture as many wins as I can, back testing will show you that you're right, but then the new data variables get printed, your strategy doesn't include those, and then you end up losing on the actual live markets. And even further than that, guys, there's a real sense of emotion, and that's why it's so important to build on the actual live charts. Get your data from your live trading and then refine through your data. Analyze that actual data, understand where you are as a trader, understand your weaknesses, and build off of that. Don't go look to be a backtesting warrior, because it's never going to allow you to have, once again, that accountability that will allow you to grow to the next level. And guys, the fifth thing is that winning streaks are very dangerous. I've had it myself where I flipped an account once from $3,000 to $100,000. And I know you guys have seen me do this many times, but I remember there was this one time where I did it and I had just caught a $50,000 trade or a $60,000 trade to end it and really put me up to that. But then my next trade was a $70,000 loss, right? So it's about understanding that the highs are going to be the highs. And just because you had a high right before this, or you won 5 in a row, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to win that 6th. You can't just start getting loose with it and starting to abandon the principles that even let you reach that point in the beginning, right? And that's what most traders will do, is they'll be winning the whole week. They'll get super cocky, want to double or triple their profits, and then end up blowing their entire accounts while doing this. Understand that this is a compounding game, right? It's never going to be something that's going to be a get rich quick scheme or I'm going to become a professional overnight. This is something that's going to need a lot of dedication. And even myself, after almost 5 years of trading, trading, I'm still learning every single day. I'm still going, studying, reading, analyzing new data variables, analyzing my own trades to make myself a better trader. And the sixth thing is that I didn't need a mentor. I needed to become coachable. And there's a difference, because you can have somebody tell you,
yo, don't do this, or yo, do this, or follow this plan. Don't over risk.
none of that is going to matter if you're not coachable yourself. If you want to blame every single external factor and you don't want to understand that you yourself always need to sharpen your own axe, that you yourself need to get better, and you yourself have to be the vehicle to take yourself to the next level, then you're never going to reach those levels that it actually takes to become profitable. And you're always just going to be stuck in this loop and wondering,
Oh man, how am I gonna break through? Or oh man, that one next trade is gonna save me.
so guys, I really can't stress this enough, how heavily your mindset has to be adapted to becoming coachable and not necessarily looking towards becoming someone else. You always want to become the best version of yourself and not look to replicate someone else. It's okay to get inspired from someone else and build your own spin on it. And that, in my opinion, is being coachable. But don't necessarily look to become someone else, because then at that point, you're looking for a mentor and you yourself aren't even coachable in that sense. Everybody's wired differently. And guys, the seventh thing is something that I honestly believe applies to all principles of life. And it's that the real flex isn't going to be the Lambo. It's going to be the consistency. And what do I mean by that? It's not necessarily like, oh, I just went and bought this car, I must be such a big person, or I must be so great. The actual consistency is what builds. And if you go get that car without the consistency, because there are things in this life that we get lucky with, just with everything that we do, there's always going to be that sort of factor of luck. But if you build consistently and then you get that luck added onto you, you're actually going to be able to scale. Now, if you get that luck and you had no consistency within that route, and I mean, you're journaling, you're eating right, you're sleeping well, you're going to the gym, you're working out, and overall, you're just doing healthy habits that are consistent within your life, you yourself will become a more consistent person and be able to scale to new levels. But if you're not doing these things, then that level of luck is going to run out and you're only going to regress even further. And that's why I'm telling you guys, it's not necessarily what you have, it's about the consistency behind it. All these people who have become super great at anything in this world have put in thousands upon thousands of hours and repetition, just becoming consistent, and fell in love with repeating the boring things and perfecting the boring things. That way they were able to level their life to something that wasn't boring. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're looking for the best trading community that is 100% free, I'm going to leave the link to my free Discord. It just launched. It's going to be in the description, where I share all my trading analysis. I do live trading there. And there's overall just a community of like-minded traders looking to grow. And if you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.